Safety has been a big concern because we don't know if Malcolm Jenkins is going to get paid. Well, could you bring Rodney McLeod back, or could you bring Malcolm Jenkins back? If you were to bring somebody back, you would want to bring Malcolm Jenkins back. Whether they meet halfway, he wants to get paid in the top 5, the top 10 of the highest paid safeties, which he definitely deserves. A guy that's been in 3 Pro Bowls as an Eagle, was never even with the Saints, even a Pro Bowler with the Saints. Has not missed a game since 2014. Very durable, can play pretty much any damn position on the defense. If you're willing to bring him back, you could fill this other spot in free agency pretty damn easily. Now, you have Anthony Harris from the Minnesota Vikings, okay? Pretty much going off the last year of his contract. He's going to be a free agent. And Anthony Harris, not much tread on the tires. His first 2 years with the Minnesota Vikings, and he was undrafted, okay? Anthony Harris only had special teams. He worked special teams for the first 2 years of his career. Finally got his chance his third year at safety and did a really good job next to Harrison Smith, okay? Harrison Smith, not really one of the best safeties in the league. I think he's pretty overrated. But Anthony Harris had 6 picks in 2019. He's very rangy. He's a ball hawk. And he covers the field very well. And his coverage skills are pretty good for the deep route. And he comes up and makes really good open field tackles. Great tackler. You never see anyone break tackles on Anthony Harris. The Vikings are in a bit of a situation cap-wise because they have a lot of money tied up right now, especially at the quarterback position. Anthony Harris tweeted out pretty much, well, not really he tweeted out, but Ian Rappaport tweeted out that Anthony Harris, quote-unquote, is going to keep his options open. He would like to be back with the Vikings, but obviously there's a lot of money that's tied up with the Vikings, and don't know if he's actually going to sign there. Anthony Harris would be an immediate upgrade for the Philadelphia Eagles at the other safety spot, okay? If you bring Malcolm back, not even just if you bring Malcolm back, but damn, if Malcolm leaves or he still stays, I think you should sign Anthony Harris in free agency, okay? It's not going to be Jamal Adams money, but it's going to be, you're still going to pay a high price, but not going to be as high. This is free agency we're talking about here, but Anthony Harris going into his prime and would be an immediate upgrade. He is a huge upgrade from Rodney McLeod. And he actually can get interceptions. He's actually, he's very good in coverage. Like I said, open field tackling is perfect. Rodney McLeod he's had issues getting the angle on running backs coming upfield or tight or whatever, making tackles going up. And he's I'm not saying Rodney McLeod has played bad for us, but he's made a lot of mistakes. And Anthony Harris is young. He's got less tread on the tires because really he's only played safety the past 2 years. That's it. You're paying a guy that's only played safety for 2 years. So, I would say you're going to pay him a good price, but it's not going to be Jamal Adams money. You understand? You're not going to pay him you're not going to pay him like 16 a year, but you're going to go in here and you could probably get away with 13, maybe 12 with Anthony Harris. But like I said, less tread on the tire. So he doesn't have wear and tear on that body of his. So Anthony Harris is probably a free agent I would actually look at. The New York Jets have released safety Blake Countess. Now, there's the thing. The Eagles drafted Blake Countess in 2015. This was Chip Kelly's last year. I think we drafted him as a safety. I forgot. I think we drafted him as a safety. He was a late pick, and he was just a special teamer. Didn't do much, but then went to the St. Louis Rams at the time when they were called the St. Louis Rams. Went to the Rams and went from special teams to being a starting corner, a starting safety. I think he went to a starting safety with the Rams. And then, he started to get some good looks. So the Rams got rid of him because he wanted a little bit more money, and the Eagles picked him up. I think the Eagles picked him up in 2018. This is when I think Rodney McLeod got hurt, tore his ACL. They signed Blake Countess. Get me wrong if I have the wrong year, but I know Blake Countess came in, and then Blake Countess got hurt, and then they let go of him from injury. So what you're getting out of Blake Countess is a guy that could play corner, he could play nickel, he could play safety. This is why he was drafted, because he could play multiple positions on this defense, okay? But I think primarily he can play some corner and he can play a lot of safety. Most likely he can play safety. I think he was drafted as a safety for the Philadelphia Eagles. So Blake Countess can always come back because he knows the scheme, he knows the coaches, he's been here. You know what I mean? I was actually excited last time we actually signed him because, you know, I maybe thought, hey, maybe he's actually turned his career around a little bit, but now injuries have kind of set him back. But Blake Countess can actually come back. So that's another option for the Eagles, you know, to bring him back if they really need to. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. So Anthony Harris, I think you should go out and sign him. I'm pretty optimistic that Malcolm Jenkins will get signed. I'll be surprised if he's not. I think they're trying to meet in the middle somewhere. The longer this continues, I think the worse it kind of gets. But at the same time, I think you have to have a little bit of optimism with this and see where it goes. So you got two options right there: and Anthony Harris, Blake Countess just released from the New York Jets. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys later. Shake Squad up, Fly Us Fly.